Chinchilla?
That's right. I'd like a guinea pig.
When I was home, hard to think of it. Spent too much time.
Oh,
When I get a big dog?
no, you will.
I...
That said,
Did you get bored, you think?
oh, no. It's just
A bread maker.
the newest ones are. You can even adjust the.
Oh, okay.
And by tuning the. Oh, there's a great.
Have you ever thought about writing?
Huh?
Things are going well. Complete.
Hey, Kiryu-san. Feel like taking a break?
Sure. You feeling tired?
Oh, I'm just in the mood for something sweet. How about Plage? They make the best lattes.
Then that's where we'll go.
Somebody!
What have we here?
Show me what you got. It's over! My heart.
Learning more every day.
Moving up in the world.
Sweet!
There's a sharpness you're fighting.
You think so? Maybe all my hard work?
Have you been doing some kind of special?
Nope. Just draining water.
That's it.
The goal is too much waving and the snap of your...
To think it all stems from... What else is up your sleeve? All right.
Oi, Tebe! 喧嘩売ってんのパーティーの開始だ
I'll enjoy this.
It's over!
Pretty bold of you.
I actually slept well up. Kiryu-san, over here. Me and Ichiban used to go to this club all the time. Got a nice vibe to it, and the hostesses are second to none.
You do know they're a rival club, right?
Oh,
Hey, if you say it's good, then it might just be worth a visit.
Huh. Apparently even women go in here.
so
I'd appreciate you sticking to the point.
All right. But first, who is Ebina to you?
The visionary responsible for the Second Great Dissolution.
We thought the same at first. But in light of his recent behavior, I'm sure
Yeah. The Second Dissolution's just a smokescreen. But I found that out too late.
Gee, isn't the time.
It does sound that way, but if it was a lie, I'd expect something a bit more
He has a point. Look at that. Your slimy reputation precedes you. And it's in your favor.
Let's talk about Kasuga in Hawaii. He's there to lure out and it was Ebina who proposed that. Likely to curry favor with Bryce.
Right on the money.
if that's the case, why are you still working with him? You had to have known. The hell Akane-san's going through? Dodging, isn't she the woman your boss?
Yeah, but don't forget, Ichi's over there. As long...
Placing your bets on Kasuga-kun, are we?
something like that. But with him on the job, I can...
Real work?
putting Ebina's fake plan into action. I'm gonna see the second...
Huh?
But if I have any hope of doing that,
Motive for what?
the waste management business he's running with Polycom. It has something to do with nuclear reactors. Specifically, the waste these...
What?
Nuclear waste? As in, from power plant?
Yeah. On one end, there's spent fuel rods, which can still be repurposed and weaponized. Without strict protocols in place, they could easily fall into the wrong hands. On the other end, there's dirt, water, concrete, equipment, and what have you that end up getting contaminated. These are considered low-level radioactive waste, and while they're not as deadly, and with Japan dragging its heels in the decommissioning process, The best they can do is silo it off in temporary storage facilities and hope a solution arises in the future.
Oh yeah, I hear about that. No matter where they try to build these facilities, the locals always fight against.
That's precisely what Polycana. For over 20 years, they've been stashing nuclear waste from around the globe on their private island.
Nelly Island, right? According to Polycana, that's paradise.
Yeah.
Using sacred ground to hide away toxic waste. Price as a...
Also, the fee they charge for processing the waste isn't cheap. And I'm sure Ebina gets a nice cut. But beyond that, I still don't know where all our ex-Yakuza... My guess is they're needed for load...
So that's it then. Ebina's yet another money. Now, I know I shouldn't say this, but hear me out first. If Polycana's willing to bear the brunt of Japan's nuclear waste, in spite of all the issues, isn't it a win for the country?
From what I understand, each country's responsible for its own nuclear waste. How does Ebina plan on going around the law?
Well, he won't have to if they loosen regulations. Politicians, bureaucrats, and investors are all waiting to jumpstart the nuclear industry and to keep the money flowing. They'd build even more reactors if they could. And naturally, they'd also welcome any waste disposal method that seems convenient. So if one day you hear the TV saying how the government wants to ship its waste off, that means they've already started trying, and eventually, a change in legislation will...
Wow, that's
Insane, right? There's a chance Ebina and Polycana... If only it weren't the Yakuza and a cult, we might have just took it and shrugged. Sorry if this sounds biased, but there has to be an ulterior motive somewhere.
There absolutely is.
In other words, you're sticking with Ebina to figure out that motive?
Yes.
You say that, but did you really need to blow, you know, on the...
I merely read the script.
All right.
It's true that for Ebina, the second dissolution, however, if Masumi Arakawa were and if whatever Ebina's planning would subvert that, I'll bring him down.
I see.
When that time comes, I would hope. That's why I went through all...
How could the great dissolution we forged with the Tojo clan and the Omi alliance crumble like people put their lives on the line to open up a path?
Curious, son.
Guess your plans weren't so airtight. As a country, Japan's not exactly kind to those who make mistakes. Far from it, actually. So yeah, these ex-Yakuza had nowhere to turn but Ebina. Getting back on their feet wasn't an option.
No, something's not right. This wasn't the plan they told me about.
Sorry.
The leaders of the great Daigo Dojima, 6th chairman of the Tojo clan,